We're going to go past the headline. Let your smarticle particles work, okay? Because a lot of y'all are going to read this and have a knee-jerk reaction in the wrong direction. Okay? Okay. Come on. Let's get into it. Chief Justice John Roberts recently rebuffed President Donald Trump's calls for judicial impeachment following a ruling against the administration's deportation plans. Trump's remarks ignited controversy related to the deportations of Venezuelan migrants. Roberts stressed that disagreement with court rulings should not lead to impeachment. Trump wrote, and he wrote this all in caps, okay? He didn't win anything. I won for many reasons in an overwhelming mandate, but fighting illegal immigration may have been the number one reason for this historic victory. He added, no longer all in caps. I'm just doing what the voters wanted me to do. This judge, like many of the crooked judges I'm forced to appear before, should be impeached. First of all, nothing was overwhelming about this election, number one. Number two, nobody has given him a mandate outside of the Heritage Foundation, and that mandate is Project 2025. And this is not overwhelmingly what the voters want. Even those within his own constituency don't, even those within his own voter base don't want this, but but just willy-nilly impeaching judges, isn't this what he cried that Biden was doing? Okay. Let's continue. Trump later claimed he has never defied a court order. He noted that deportation should be a presidential responsibility and criticized the judiciary for perceived bad judges. Trump said, "That's a presidential job. That's not for a local judge to be making that determination." Well, it's a good thing that the country doesn't run off of his beliefs. Former Trump White House attorney Ty Cobb pointed out that officials such as Border Czar Tom Homan and Attorney General Pam Bondi have expressed a willingness to disregard court rulings. Cobb emphasized that public officials are obligated to uphold the Constitution. And let's not forget that recently in a White House press conference, Trump himself was like, well, a court said this and we should uphold and we should listen to the court. Which one is it? Which one is it, Trump? Cobb stated, "Oh no, they've made it plain. Border Czar Tom Homan said, we don't care what the judge has said. Attorney General Pam Bondi made it plain when she introduced Trump last Friday at the Justice Department that she and her people were there to serve him." Sick. Cobb added, that's actually not the oath they take. They take an oath to serve and protect the Constitution. Cobb said, "This is nuts. What's going on in front of Judge Boasberg? I think Judge Boasberg, who, by the way, is highly regarded and actually is the single most qualified judge in the county to handle the issue before him as the former head of the FISA court and the current head of the Alien Deportation Court." Roberts noted the importance of the appellate process for legal disputes. Judicial impeachment requires a simple majority in the House and a supermajority in the Senate. Roberts said, "For more than 2 centuries, it has been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision." Once again, isn't this what Trump tried to say when he received his 2 impeachments? The conflict has centered the U.S. District Judge James E. Boasberg, who halted deportation flights to El Salvador. In response, Trump criticized Boasberg and pushed for his impeachment. Yeah, the definition of patriotism has changed once again in the United States. You're no longer, a patriot for the good old US of A. You're a patriot for a tangerine toddler tyrant. Good luck with that.